Brosplay! Hey, welcome back. One time I was really tired. Hey, Brick. This looks like the physics engine's pretty tired over here.
Is that a brick?
I think it's a brick.
Nice. Oh,
I gotta get forensic. I gotta get in forensics mode.
Yeah, that does look like a brick.
I was really tired one time. I was at a Tim Hortons, and I handed this lady a 20, and then she hands me a 20 and change back. And I'm really tired, and I'm like, that's really weird. And then I just let it go. And I'm standing in line, and the Canadian in me got the best of me, and I'm like, no, this is not right. I'm like, hey, sorry, I think you gave me the wrong change there. And she said, no, you gave me two 20s stuck together. Like, wow.
So she was the one being a Canadian.
The both of us were out Canadian. She out Canadianed me.
Yeah, I'm always very much like that. I prefer to give people what they're owed and ask for what I'm owed.
Yeah. What the fuck am I supposed to do? This whole scene is disjointed.
What do you mean? You don't know where to go, dude?
Oh, I gotta get out of my car and press X on the thing so I can move forward.
Watch,
okay.
You're gonna destroy it, aren't you?
Yeah, he doesn't do...
Oh, okay. No, at least he tied them together. At least he, like, hot-wired that shit.
Oh, hello, everybody. I love how they don't shoot at me. No, it's the car.
Yeah, they shoot at the Batmobile.
Not the Bat. Mo Man.
The Batmo Man. It's actually so funny. That's what it should have been.
Man.
So these are all criminals in the city, right? Those people you just almost ran over?
Pretty much.
I gotta say, the half-destructible environment seems like a bit of a piss-off.
I like how when you come around corners... Actually, I think this one's a thing, but, like... There's parts...
You're not making a great point here.
I remember being pretty cool. Oh, I think I have to be in this mode. Never mind.
Apparently not.
Never mind.
Okay, well, if you ever discover a corner you can break, let me know.
There's a few corners like that. Like, you can just, like, break into this and just, like, smash it up. There was a column there.
I did see that column, and that's fine. But it's just the fact that you can destroy the entire median, but you can't drive off the side of a bridge to chase down an enemy.
Yeah. What game was it where you could smash down trees but not telephone poles?
Mercenaries?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was telephone poles. Signs, maybe? No.
There's something weird.
No, yeah. What game? Really what game is that? There's some game, and all the physics is just wrong. It might be Mercenaries 2 or something like that. Maybe this is going way back into our past. It's one thing that I find is hard is that I've played games for so many hours when I was young that sometimes I'll confuse those hours for Let's Play time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's times where I think that I've said something to you on the show. Or that there's times where I think I was talking to you the same day when I actually haven't seen you all day and I was just watching one of our shows.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, yeah, Derek was saying, oh, no, he that wasn't today.
Well, one thing people will notice if they... that would be a pretty sweet spot if you could just knock him on his side. Just pelt him from the bottom.
Pretty sure I have to actually do the whole car thing. I don't think I can actually successfully knock him over.
Well, you're getting there, though, and it's close enough. Yeah, if anyone is going to try and do a podcast or do a Let's Play, you'll really notice that your reactions to things, we've talked about this before, but the way you react to a conversation is not random. Yeah. When I say something, you have a response which is based off your life experience, how you feel right now, what we're talking about, which means if you listen to that conversation again, sometimes you'll respond in the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be listening to our content, and I'll go, oh, that's hilarious. And then the recorded version of myself will say, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
Yeah, it's
jarring,
really
isn't
random,
it?
Yeah. Although part of that is also... Oh. Sorry. I got
stretching.
I got a sore neck there.
Is that a voice box?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it was. I never paid attention to that the first time.
I couldn't figure out why we were pulling some rando out of the car.
Yeah. Yeah, he had the thing in his mouth to make him sound like the Arkham Knight.
That's probably the best mask ever.
Yeah, the Arkham's, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Where is he?
Swear to my foot! You'll probably recognize this scene.
Oh my god, I think I know what scene it is. Tell me, or the car... Ooh.
Oh! Oh, he died. Sorry,
he's
bud.
dead already.
Sorry, he's dead. Now this, I get control.
Oh God.
There's no way you could have that kind of precision.
Yeah, definitely not. His head is already gonna be crushed. And why would he even need that to crush his head? He could probably crush his head just with his foot.
It's because he's all about fear.
That's true. That is actually pretty scary. The Batmobile backing up over your head.
Oh yeah, it's way scarier than the actual bat.
I don't know about that, actually. If Batman took you, slammed you into a wall, and then smashed your face in with elbows, and then just held you over a ledge and said, either take me to the Arkham Knight, or I'll drop you off this building, you should probably tell him.
It would probably be some pun where he's like, let go of the information or I'll let go of you.
He just knocked him out with a knee to the chin. That is such an aggressive knockout.
Yeah. I mean, everything in this game is more aggressive than the last one. Even his ears.
His ears are actually pretty big. Pretty impressive ears.
Oh.
Burgers!
That was supposed to be a much cooler. Oh, hi!
Is that a gargoyle? A real gargoyle?
You know what's crazy is that I really thought that was a hallucination. Turns out that's actually a mission. That is a real fucking thing. You want to know what it's called?
What's that?
It's so simple. It's called Man Bat.
Wow.
And I'm called Batman.
So wait, that was just, you just happened to see that and that's just like an allusion to a later mission?
It's a side mission.
But you don't
It's
have to
like-
do it right now.
No, you'll just, as you're going along, you'll just find it flying around.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's how it would actually happen. You just, after a while, you'd see it, and then you'd see it again, and then you'd figure out it's a problem and do it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That is actually super cool.
They all have, there's surprisingly good stories in these side ones. See what I mean here? Like he's got a bat wing and he just doesn't use it.
Yeah, he's got a fucking plane that he chooses not to use. Oh, that's pretty sweet, though.
I wish that it stayed on you and you had like a partial flying vehicle.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
No, he's just
Oh.
giving you some shit. That was the thing that I selected earlier, was either a virus that does something to the enemy's targeting system or gives me a better an upgraded mock system.
So you went with your own mock system?
Yeah, so now I have 3 mocks instead of 2.
And those are the targeted explosions?
Yeah, it does instead of 4 targets, it does 7.
Whoa.
Which is super useful later because this game actually gets hard.
You just have to get your hit counter out.
Yep. And now I can just rapidly tap it.
Wow. That was actually hyper effective. It even got people behind you.
Yep.
Okay, so you upgraded the correct mark.
It's mock.
It is probably Mark.
Hamill.
Mock Hamill.
I mean, you shouldn't be mocking Hamill. Hamill's amazing.
Mock Hamill and Kevin Conroy. That's
Kevin
Roncoy.
Conway.
Kevin Conway.
Who's Kevin Conway?
Tim Conway is a comedian.
I swear there's a Kevin Conway though.
Maybe.
I have something that I wanted to discuss. I've heard this several times. Several comedians I've heard, including just recently. What's his name? Kevin Hart.
Well, there's a Kevin.
What's the name of that guy? What's the name of that most famous one ever? Not ever. Sorry. Untouchable is locked. How appropriate.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was expected.
Yeah.
Exactly what was expected.
Let's see what
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conway.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yes. He said I see a lot of different races out in the. Oh, you know what it is? I haven't upgraded it. That's why I keep doing that wrong. I haven't upgraded the. You'd have to tell me again about the Riddler grid. Fuck, this game thinks I'm retarded.
Well, I think most games think you're retarded.
Yeah. There we go. Now I get the super eject. Alright, let's go back to the vehicle.
Just so we can try out the super eject.
Yeah. It's actually an effective way to get across town because you move super fast and then you have a super eject. So I'll use the afterburner. And then, woo!
Holy shit.
Yeah, and there's actually another level after that. It goes even faster
And further.
and further, yeah.
Whoa.
It's amazing. But yeah, Kevin Hart said, I see a lot of different races and cultures all laughing together. And if we can laugh together, we can live together. And I think that's lovely. I mean, it's certainly an interesting concept, but it is so much more complicated. I thought the same thing when when we were at TWRP plus NSP. And I was like, look at all these people hanging out, having fun. But we even had bad experiences with a few of them in the concert.
Yeah, and the worst thing is that if you turned down all that loud music and had an open dialogue with those people, you'd realize that a lot of them are just not compatible with you.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean they're stupid or you're stupid or you have a better idea than they do, but a lot of people just flat out aren't compatible.
Yeah, compatibility is more common than people like to say. A lot of people think that someone's just a dickhead.
I thought you were going to say, I see a lot of different races here tonight, and that tells me that we can all fuck. Because, there's a lot of racism and there's a lot of prejudice in the world, but one of the few things that I find, like, snubs a lot of that prejudice is that there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, those fucking Asian drivers, man, but Asians are hot.
Yeah.
It's the one great uniter.
Asians everywhere, UCLA. Oh, check this out. Reverse camera angle! Oh, it didn't work.
You didn't reverse shit. So, I'm surprised you don't get a fear multi-takedown when you electrocute people.
So I use the disruptor. It turns off of... The next time they use their guns, it'll shock them, and the next time they use that armor, or that, what's it called? Okay. That's not what I was trying to do. That's actually not...
That was amazing.
It's the counter button. When they go to shoot you, the counter button sets off the smoke. So it's really easy to smoke without trying.
Accidentally, yeah.
And then I'll use that to take you down, or pick up a bat. Either way, whatever makes you... I'll keep pressing the wrong two buttons.
I love that you're able to use a bat.
Yes. Even Harley Quinn makes the joke. Batman.
Yeah, B-Man. She always has a bat, too. Harley Quinn?
She does, yeah.
That's kind of her weapon.
I think she's superhuman. I think that's why she's in Suicide Squad.
There's definitely something about her.
Because you and I were saying that she's but the least super out of all of them in Suicide Squad.
The only one who was equally as unsuper as her was the Boomerang guy.
Yeah. They totally changed him around from the comic. Visually.
What character is he?
Captain Boomerang?
Oh, wow, what a shit name.
This is pretty funny.
Knock on door. Knock, knock.
What did you forget?
Oh! I love it. You just imagine opening the door and
there's
motherfucking
Batman.
Batman.
See,
Yeah.
they can drive through the guardrail, but we can't.
Yep. You know what's really funny is that the signal decaying thing there only works when I'm looking at them. See that? How it went green? Even though I'm way over here, and if I look away, signal's gone.
Oh, that's weird. That's super weird.
Even though it's trying to... It's
So that's implying...
It's implying
if they were on the
distance.
horizon, you would still have a perfect signal.
Yep.
Just because you can see them.
Yep.
It doesn't really decay that fast either. Like, you'd lose a signal in a city this size so quickly.
Yep, everything would just bounce off of shit.
Well, you wouldn't even be able to get it through large buildings.
Plus, everything here is built at a, 1950s old concrete and shit. It's like
That's a good point.
Thicker than today's stuff.
You would honestly be surprised at how thick plaster on walls was. Just that alone.
Yeah.
The density of plaster versus gypsum board, which is what we make drywall out of now, is unbelievably different. Like, the plaster they use on the wall, plaster is a terrible term. It's legitimately concrete. That's all it is. It just doesn't have aggregate in it. Concrete with no stones.
Aggregate.
Yeah, that's like when you make concrete, you take cement, which is just like, I mean, you know what cement is. Do you have like contact cement in graphic arts?
Yeah, I used rubber cement.
Okay, yeah. So cement is actually the stuff that hardens, and then you put stone in it because cracks stop when they hit stones. So yeah, if you have like a complete thing made out of just cement and it starts to crack, it'll just crack like anything else. But if there's a big rock, that crack will stop when it hits the rock.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so that, my friends, is the difference between concrete and cement.
And how many years did it take you?
Actually, before I even went into university, I have a friend whose dad is a civil engineer,
Yeah.
and he was telling me that his dad gave him and his sister almost an hour conversation about the difference between concrete and cement.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, why did you go with this? And he's like, I didn't. He just wanted to tell us. He just refused to not let us know.
Oh boy. All right. Next time on Brosplay, we take out the weapons cache.
And figure out why all these cars are old as fuck.
We won't figure that out.